So what don't agents tell you about a property that you might want to buy?
Agents won't tell you anything negative. They only see the good side. They won't tell you what's bad. And a lot of them, quite honestly, may not know. As I pointed out, the realtor, who I think is a really good realtor that my daughter used and then we subsequently used, didn't know about houses being in fire zones, didn't know about crime, or if they did, they can't tell you. And this is a really good realtor. All of those things were negative things. And so, no, we don't want any of those properties. They might be wonderful properties, but because of other conditions associated with them, they're not acceptable by our standards. If there's negative things that are known about the property, they should be on the disclosures. But again, disclosure rules vary greatly from state to state, and some states don't even have a disclosure form. You got to ask, you got to know, you got to be the one in the know. You're never going to hear that the property is lousy. It's got great potential and a wonderful personality. That's what you're going to hear. You're not going to hear that don't dig too deeply in the backyard because there's this, whatever might be back there. That's why I think you need to be your own advocate.
But here's what a realtor won't tell you. They won't tell you what they don't know. It's not their job. They're not disclosure advocates. They don't find out what's wrong with the house. They don't know things for one of two reasons. Number one, it hasn't been disclosed by the seller, which happens. And number two is they just don't know. They don't know where the flood zones are. They don't know what the hail risk is. They don't know these things. And it's not their job to know. Their job is to make sure that they sell that house. So you want to be sure that you know for two reasons. Number one, you'll know what's going on. But number two, you'll know what questions to ask. If you ask a question of a realtor, they have to do their best to try to find out the answer. Now, the answer might be, I don't know, which is a bit of a sketchy answer. And your response can be, go find out. But they won't tell you what they don't know. You now have the ability to know, to be even more prepared than the realtor, which makes you look like a good buyer.
Or their worst nightmare.
As a realtor said to me, I never want someone showing up with a PropertyLens report because there's just too much advantage for the buyer. That's okay. She's a great realtor, but they won't tell you what they don't know. You can find out without having to ask them.